A short and sweet thing. So find RS, which is this side length right here, if RS is tangent to the circle, which means that we must be looking at circle Q here. So we know that that's a right angle, which means if we call RS, let's say question mark, we know that question mark squared plus the other leg, which is 4 squared, equals 5 squared, because we know that that's the hypotenuse. It's opposite the right angle. So then question mark squared plus 16 equals 25. Subtract 16. Question mark squared is 9, which means that question mark equals, when we take the square root, equals 3. If you recognize this is a 3, 4, 5 right triangle, that is fine also. EG is a diameter, so that must mean that we're looking at circle P here. And EF, that is arc EF, that is this arc right here, is equal to 120 degrees. Okay, what is the measure of angle EPF? EPF, EPF, EPF. So that's that angle there. Now I would argue that EPF is a central angle. Why? Looks like that EP and PF are all radii, which means that the measure of angle EPF, remember the little m stands for measure, EPF is equal to 120 degrees. Central angles, subtended arcs, same thing. Measure of angle PSQ if PSQ, you start throwing some labels here. PS, hey, that's an inscribed angle. And that one is equal to y minus 5. PRQ, that's equal to 2y minus 15. Now here's where the fun begins. They both subtend arc PQ. Now if they both subtend the same arc, that must mean that those two angles have to be the same, right? They're both inscribed angles, which means that y minus 5 equals 2y minus 15. Now I'm going to preferentially subtract y here, and that will give me y minus 15 equals negative 5. Add 15, and y is 10. Now before you take a victory lap, read the question. Find the measure of angle PSQ. You just found y, which is not the measure of angle PSQ. PSQ is y minus 5, which means that the measure of angle PSQ, your actual answer, PSQ, is equal to y minus 5, or 10 minus 5, break out those fingers, 5 degrees. That's it. Perimeter of ABCD. Perimeter. So our final answer should be the distance all the way around this thing. So first off, it looks like this is a circumscribed quadrilateral, or this circle is inscribed. If you look, these are all tangent. What does that mean? Well, it means that we have most of this, but it does mean that these are tangents from a common point, which means if this is 9, this is also 9, which means that this whole side length here is equal to 13. Now because this thing is circumscribed, it means that 13 plus 24, that is this plus this, has got to equal 19, that is the other side, plus its opposite side, let's call it x. Does this mean we could figure out what x is? Well, yes, we can. 13 plus 24, which is 37, minus 19, wait for it. So 13 plus 24 minus 19 is 18, which means x equals 18. So if you add all that up, 18 plus 24 plus 19 plus 13, you get 74, which is the perimeter. Another way to go, 13 plus 24 equals this. If you can figure out what 13 plus 24 is, which we did before, which was 37, you just double it and you get 74. That's another way you could have done that problem. Don't forget, you're asked to find the perimeter.